Flew down to Melbourne for the week for some photo shoots down in Melbourne. Now I'm back in Sydney. Just arrived at the school. 3 shows today. Week 9 or week 8, I don't know. 9 weeks since I started. First week of the 9th week since I started. 20 minutes to actually set up. I don't even know what to say. That show, that the audience, massive standing ovation at the end, massive. I did a tail whip. I did it while I was rolling along on the front wheel.
Oh, I didn't see it.
What do you mean you didn't see it? No. But maybe you can learn that and teach me one day. That'll be cool. Just arrived in Cooma. I'm still an hour and a half or so away, but I didn't want to drive for 6.5 hours tonight, or 7 hours or whatever, so 4 hours it was. Made it. These ski resort village rooms are always a bit ski resort village. There's 4 beds there. I'm excited. 3 more shows to go. 1 show today, 1 show tomorrow, 1 show on Friday. One show a day. 1 show a day. 3 days in a row. Alright, so look at this. Yesterday I was up here in Sydney and I drove down here, down here, down here through Canberra, down, and I stayed the night in Cooma. And now I'm driving down here to Mbabala, and then I'll drive across here to Eden, and then tomorrow I'll drive all the way down to Orbost, which is over here. So, oh no, I'll use, so down Melbourne, I went all the way up to Sydney, Coffs Harbour, Brisbane, up here to Eidsvold, back to Mundubbera, across to Gladstone, up to somewhere here, then up to Townsville, then back through Coffs and up there and down there, and through down there and down there, down to Canberra, and then three one-day shows to go. I can't believe it. Okay, so I do have a big crack in the windscreen that's formed. I'm not sure. Hold on. I've coloured it in black texture because it was glaring quite a bit, but it's cracked all the way down to there now. The power steering motor is screaming away, so that's about to explode. Window doesn't go down anymore, but it used to go down most of the time and not go down some of the time. Now it's going down some of the time and not going down all the time. I wonder if I can still open the door. Oh! Ha! The door opens. That started working again. What else? Sometimes the fan in the air conditioning just stops working. just stops. Just stops. So I've done 11,000 kilometres so far, a bit over. Probably 11,500 kilometres. 11,500 kilometres. 2 months. 3 shows left. 1 show today, 1 show tomorrow, 1 show on Friday. And then I'm home. I'm here in Bombala. I found a lovely little place to park. And apparently this is platypus country. So I'm gonna fly the drone down by the creek down over there and see if I can find some platypus. Well, that didn't end well. I was about to fly the drone and the wind came up, blew my hat off, knocked the drone out of my hand, and dang. I think the spare propellers are back at home, so luckily it's only today, tomorrow and the next day, and then I'm back at home. But damn, I've discovered there's a platypus reserve here in Bombala, so might be the very wrong time of day. It's like the middle of the day right now, and they like to come out in the mornings or in the evenings. Platypus country, Southeast Forest National Park, Bombala, halfway between Melbourne and Sydney in the Snowy Mountains and Sapphire Coast, 2 hours from Canberra. Bombala is the heart of 2 hours from Canberra. Oh yeah. Mountain biking is also popular on over 85 kilometres of the Saturday Street. I'm guessing with the water this ripply, it's going to be a bit tricky to see them, because all the times I've seen platypi, is when you're canoeing down the river and you think it's a log, and as you get closer, suddenly the log just dives underwater and you don't see the log anymore. So if you're never heard of a platypus, or you probably have, they are a monotreme. So that means that they lay eggs and they also excrete milk. That's kind of weird for animals, and there's only 2 animals in the world that do this that I'm aware of. That's the echidna and the platypus. I'm not sure if it's the echidna or the platypus that just excretes milk through the skin, so there's no actual nipple or anything like that. It just comes out of the skin. Yeah, so we need to be in the early morning or late afternoon. They also like really cold water. No platypi today. I do like these plants though. It's a bottle brush. The kids are all setting up the chairs, they're so excited. That little boy that came out and got really close to the crystal balls, I made him cry. He was at the end of the show, he was in tears. He came up to me and just said, "That was just so inspiring." And he had tears rolling down his cheeks. Assistant principal was just blown away by that show. He's just like, you've got it dialed. You know what you're doing. What an amazing show. 2 shows left! Second last show today. Second last show. And only 1 show. And then I'm home. The first place was out in the open. It's like a wind tunnel. The gusts were just horrendous, and I still got dust in my eyes from a couple of the gusts. So packed up everything. I moved to a different location where I've got to unpack in a hall. It's going to be tight. I've got 25 minutes before I'm due to start. I've got to unload and set up. I've got 11 minutes. Just gotta relax. It'll be cool. Super slippery floor, but it's hard, it's flat, it's smooth, no big bumps. So, got all of those things. The roof, hopefully I can find a spot where I can juggle in.
Upside down. That's it.
They're raving. 10 out of 10. Best. Bye! 10 out of 10, the best show we've ever had. They've said to the principal, best show we've ever had. I just remembered that I'm in Eden and I should have a look around. And there's a reason why this place is called Eden. Kind of the wrong time of year right now. You get to see lots of whales here. As well, there's a story of a killer whale that used to be in the bay over there that used to help the whale hunters hunt the whales. This is it. The last show. I've still got to drive 2 hours, but the last show of a mammoth 9-week tour. The last show. I can't believe it. And this is the 3rd day in a row of 1 show days. 1 show days. I can't. So there's Melbourne. I'm over here in Eden. I'm gonna drive here to Orbost, which is 2 hours away, and then drive back to Melbourne, which is 4 hours from there. I'm not gonna know what to do with myself when I get home. Orbost. This is the first time in the whole 9 weeks I've been able to plug straight into an existing PA. Alright, so testing the floor. I've got half an hour and I'm, well, haven't warmed up yet, but can you tell I'm excited? Plugging into the PA that's already there, I'm packed up within seconds. It's amazing. The kids love the show. Don't know what else to say. Just, I'm going home now. I'm going home.